Hello and welcome back to another Pillars of Eternity video, and we're in Heritage Hill and the dead are walking. The dead are walking, and then we've met this Icantha, and I don't know if they're dead or alive, because basically they were like, I keep myself well fed, and I think she doesn't have a heart. And one of the strange things about it is Titania says that she saw her in a vision and she's to do something for her. And the woman's like, yeah, they all say that. And I'm like, no, seriously. But found out that there is this Amarth, I don't know, some dude, old dudette, who has basically tied all dead things to their beings so that they stay alive. Well, that's what I got the kind of gist of it. Before that, we entered a mausoleum, and there was a big ghost specter thing that had Crucible Knights kind of enthralled, and she didn't know she was dead until I pointed out, and she didn't like that. So she attacked us, and I have to say it's probably the most toughest fight I've had in this game so far. But I won, so that's good. Anyway, let's go find out what's happening in Heritage Hill. We did get a key to a mausoleum, so we're gonna go and check that out. Durgle! Get the Durgle.
Brave does not fear these.
The Dargles are actually really difficult to fight. No, sorry. They're beefy. They've got, they've got things. Maybe it's that one looks fancy. Certainly does look fancy. Okay. Oh! There you go. A little girl cowers in the back of the tomb. Her face is streaked with dirt, and even in the shadows you can tell she's far too thin. She watches you, holding her breath. What are you doing here? She inches into the candlelight. Her clothes are a little more than filthy rags now, but ripped and stained fabrics look like embroidered silk. You have to be quiet. Noise brings the hungry people. If she's afraid of hungry people, maybe I should step outside. Really, Eder? Eder, is this the time for that? Okay. My name is Saeda. Are you hiding from them too? She watches the door of the vault, her eyes wide and careful. You're Saeda? I came across some Dargles in the house. The girl's eyes wide. Oh, you saw Mother and Father and Emilio? How did you get away? I killed them. I had no choice. She picks at a thumbnail, watching you. She nods slowly. Who are the hungry people? She whispers, and her eyes are round with terror. The ones outside. They don't sleep or die, but they eat. Tell me, child, what happened to you? Her eyes takes on a distant look. Her legs start to tremble. You're frightened, and you've been stuck here far too long, but try to remember what happened before. She takes a deep breath and stares at the stone floor. There was a big noise and light in the sky, and everyone thought it was a storm, but then people started waking up after they died. I mean, She twists a shredded sleeve into knots. Mother, Father, and Emilio boarded up the door, but the hungry people found our house. Her fidgeting becomes more agitated. They fought, but the hungry people always get up again. They broke through the door, and Mother told me to hide, and I came here to hide, but the door got stuck and I didn't know when it would be safe outside. And your family, we know where your family is. I killed them, but we're going to ask anyway. Where's the rest of your family? At the house. Mother told me to hide and not let anyone in. And then I heard lots of noise and fighting and yelling, and her eyes glaze over. And then Mother told me to open the door again, but she didn't sound right. You need to get out of here. Is it safe? Are the hungry people out there? It's still dangerous, but the path to the main gate should be cleared. Run for it. I won't let anything catch me, I promise. Oh, imagine being stuck here with a whole heap of zombies. Don't be trapped. God damn it. Run! Oh, it missed. It missed me. Yay. Ooh. Iridescent scarab figurine. What does that do? And what does it do? This Adra figurine is shaped like a small beetle. Its colourful shell catches the light in a strange way, changing hues as it turns in one hand. Oh, it summons an Adra beetle. Cool. But it can be used once per arrest. Nice. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go find out what's causing the hungry people. We haven't been over here, so let's head over here. Why? Why do you have to be different? Ooh. Go back this way then. Oh. Oh no, we said it was safe. Let's hope she actually avoided it.
Brave thou not believe.
Leave it to me!
I'm ready. The
Okay.
okay.
Yes? I shall deal with this one. I shall.
Clearly, an Adamancer did something they shouldn't have. Oh, this isn't a good.
Brave thou
Oh, there is a whole heap of them here.
Aye? Thank you.
Yes?
Hey,
I'm here.
Skeleton
Aye?
wizard as well.
Yes?
I'm ready.
Nah.
Following your lead.
kind of stuck over here.
Roak 10!
Paralyzed. Oh, they're up
Brave
here.
thou
God damn it.
not believe.
Stand together! That one hit true.
Make worth and walk.
I'm ready.
Ew. Ew.
Of course.
Okay. Ooh. Oil. Alright, let's see what's in here. The massive stone door of the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening. Speak the words you learned from the leaden key acolytes. You hear rumbles and clanks from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. I didn't realize we were actually doing those quests, but whatever. This is fine. We should save it. There's gonna be loads of them out there. There goes. We should be okay.
Following your lead.
Go for the...
I'm ready.
Hey.
Did everyone place looks kind of cool.
Let's have it!
Get the Dargle, get the Dargle!
Parathis!
No, the Dargle's...
Parathis!
Stop chasing the Dargle! Trinig's letter. Dearest mother and father, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I am writing to you from inside an ancient Enwithian tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters here so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for the Wadewinds' legacy. I'd better get some rest now. Mr. Greg likes to get up early to the day. All my love, Trendig. Day 7, a week of study, and we're still none the wiser about this device. Trendig remains optimistic. I don't know what I'd do without his spirit. No, we don't know what this is. It's an essence, shimmers, pulsates within the strange device. The mattress is lumpy and smells of old straw, but whoever slept here last made it neatly. Okay.
Aye?
Brave thou Philoth.
Feel like we missed.
I'm here. Nothing I can do.
I know I can't get to them either.
You're not getting through me. Yes?
No, he can't get out of the way.
What? Ansawu. Brave thou Philoth.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Thinking we might need to take a
All right, then.
I think we'll be alright. Do you think we should take a rest? I mean, it's only really Alof. I mean, even Durance is okay for once. For once.
Brave thou Silas believe.
Take the foot of that clock!
Moe ixi
Yes?
Doesn't help that they decided they
Yes?
don't want to join in on the foray.
I'm ready.
Following your lead. Of course.
Day 2, we completed our measurements of the machine thanks to Trinity's youthful agility. Further examination is required to discover its intended use. I think we will take a quick break. Hopefully we can get through here without everyone dying. Scrolls and stag's horn. Conjures an enormous stag horn to attack the target, causing pierce damage and inflicting... Cool. Okay, they've seen us.
Brave thou Silas.
Yes?
Following your lead. Believe.
Hey,
I'm ready.
how may I help?
Moe.
How may I help?
Faru beyond seeking. Following your lead.
I do. I
How may I help?
really like that move.
Brave thou Silas believe.
Together!
Okay, we're doing okay.
Of course.
And some more reverence.
I'm here.
Bring him.
Yes?
Fall brave.
Hey,
I'm ready.
Send this. I have them.
I didn't mean to press that button. Well, I did, but I didn't at the same time.
I'm here.
Ooh. Ooh. Sigil of Arcane. Ooh. Prince. Grants arcane dampener power 1 rest. Aldham. Oh, this is a letter from Encantha. I did indeed receive your recent summons, as well as the 2 that came before it. I'd been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in person. A firm and unwavering no. I want to help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over the ruins I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is missing a piece in your mundane little quiz. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Yours truly, Encantha. Day 10, patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of their mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy. Pulling the pounding engine in the machine feels even stronger up here.
all right then.
Okay. Reverence aren't so difficult.
Brave thou Silas believe.
Aye?
Following your lead.
That's a big one, though.
Yes.
Mow it. Saeda.
These ones are in for a walloping!
Day 11 finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beasts take the patrons. We'll finish the study on our own terms, our own time. Just as I said, as much did Trindig, the sky came to life with a stray of lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep. Yeah, I don't think a good night's sleep's gonna do anything. They must be at the top of the tower. Ooh.
Let's try this configuration.
A man hunches over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arched back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal. Only his bare teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Tell me, what happened here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He smashes a fist into the Adra pillar. His hands make a crunching noise, but doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Elof's lips twist in disgust. If I had a copper of skit for every fool animancer whose thirst for knowledge led to disaster, well, I would never have ended up in Gildan Vale, that's for sure. That has nothing to do with the death in the streets. Focus.
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight. And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
As exciting as the prospect of living machine may be, I suspect that given mentions of a machine and a moth figure both, there is another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does this machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
Oh, how can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Wait, runes? The Enwithian runes? She can read them. He speaks of this feat so blandly. Let's talk instead to this Harridan, Titania von Shire. I'd pick her fourth a time. She wasn't here the night the machine came on. Staying with her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. You said there was a stranger in the tower the night this happened.
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
You're, and I'm sorry to say this, but you're not like the gulls in the streets.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
So that Encantha has been luring the guards also, and she's been eating the Crucible guards.
I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate.
So he's also been doing it.
But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
I'm afraid to ask, but what happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
I'll get the words from Encantha.
Yes, Acantha. She was here, in the district. Probably here still, always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you'll bring me something. Something to keep me sharp.
Not
Then
feeding
I'll
you.
show you a secret about the machine.
I don't care about secret.
Something to make you strong.
I mean, I want to be strong, but I'm not feeding you human flesh. This is an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, although not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. I agree, in all fairness. Oh, we've got to do this. We're Sensen. Sargini. Hopefully she'll be alright. She got this. Alright, let's go find Acantha. Tip-Bop. And I'm guessing the little girl is who you feed them to. No, that will be, she'll ask the same question. She will say the same thing. She'll be like, I want to be fed. And it will then give me that option to go and get her, the little girl. But the little girl's free. I'm not feeding her little girls. Wait. Oh, I can't remember which. Yeah, we're going the right way.
You return. What have you come seeking this time?
I need the words that operate the Enwivian machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
You feel the hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
A humble Aldhelm, now by demonstrating the value of the research. My silence demonstrates it more succinctly. Your words found the strange coals at the center of her soul. The problem in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry in Camphor. What do I care? I prepared myself for the eventuality such as this, and I can assure you those dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Fine. Her pride burns brighter. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
How do you operate the machine atop of Ter Nuneth?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into a shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here, I have specimens aplenty and time enough to observe them all. To every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What? But what good is observing all of this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her, Titania von Shire, an entire language at your fingertips, and she hides it away. Let's extinguish her pride. The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the scalding, burning mass. However, it sears your very bones and you jump back crying out of pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animancer in the history of the field. And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've heard, years of studying the Enwivian language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Let's try again. You force your essence around the burning lump inside her, but it scorches you. Your flesh is whole and unmarked when you draw back, but it nevertheless stings at the memory of the heat. Knowledge is meaningless unless it is shared. A foolish and false sentiment. Knowledge is meaning, and it needs no external purpose. Her pride smolders still. Your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. The pride hisses and sputters. It's little more than an ember now. You're wrong. But there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. I'm going to extinguish it again. You reach for it, but it's still too hot to grasp in your mind for more than a second. It may not be much, but it's still something. You can't take that away from me. Teach me what you know, and I'll make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond-hard rock. You cast it away where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than Encantha has shown you, and you know their sound, and their meaning, and how they fit together. The language of Enwith, once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nunith. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
A speaker of dead tongues now, and so she surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in the matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
We should destroy the machine. It doesn't matter whether the souls inside belong to the wheel or oblivion. Their lives are over. Dead is dead. You said the other towers around Deer were constructed to move souls. Why would Enwithians have wanted to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wish. The real question is always, why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields, to collect them like butterflies under glass, to melt them down for raw essence. Remind me, how do you know so much about the tower? I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Adham try to read them like instruction manuals, and in doing so they miss their true meaning completely. I still don't understand why the Enwithians would want to build a machine that tethers souls. Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. Now we see the Enwithians as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment. Certainly. Explain how the control words work. Harnessing the power of Tir Nunith is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words and their meaning, you can speak them, and the tower shall obey. Well, that is all, thank you. Oh, we leveled up. Nice. Survival. Swift aim, defensive bond. Self, I get... Okay. Cool. Let's do that. Dimensional shift. Switches the location of the caster and one ally, leaving a shockwave between them that stuns all caught. That could be really good. Essential Phantom creates a ghostly double of the caster, causing shock damage to enemies hit by it. Flame Shield engulfs the caster in fire, increases their freeze damage reduction, and causing burn damage to anyone who damages them with a melee attack. That also could be good. Iron Skin sounds also great. Wall of Flame generates a fearsome vertical sheet of flame, inflicting burn damage on anyone moving through it. I mean, when I played Pathfinder, when we had the blade thing, that was awesome. But at the moment, it would only be used as a pre, I suppose. Dimension shift. Oh, we can have 2. We can have an extra 1. Eldritch Aim. Grants cast the otherworldly sight, resulting in preternatural accuracy for a short period. Create a glowing quarterstaff of pure energy for the wizard to wield, granting a bonus chance to hit and giving the wizard endurance with each successful strike. That could also be good. Ray of Fire. Create a scorching ray of flame between the caster and the target, inflicting continual burn damage to the target and anyone caught in the ray. Not anyone in its path. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for this. Okay. Reduce the accuracy of disengagement. Allies leave a hazardous trail of frost wherever they move, hobbling and causing... Okay. Decrease the duration of and defends against being frightened. Oh, I wonder if we should get that. Drains a portion of endurance from all enemies in the affected area. I might get... I also like that one, but might get that one. Okay! Let's go back to the tower. Why is it so... A jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panel is covered with runes, which you can now understand. You recognize the words for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by an inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial is a means of throttling the device. I'm going to choose end. I don't think I want to throttle. I know we should destroy it, but I don't think that's a good idea. So we'll choose end. As the command words leave your lips, the dial sinks into the Adra under your hand. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. Got some major positive.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
It is, and no one attacked me, which is great. Why isn't he dead, though? Like, I suppose he will die. Will we go... Oh. Beg your pardon, but I have a message for you. You're summoned to Hadrat House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet you with you as soon as possible. Oh, they say she's an ancient spider spinning her nets throughout the city. He gives you a careful look. If she wishes to see you, that either bodes very well or very ill. How did you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. What can you tell me about Lady Webb? Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, No one's seen her exactly in a long time, but she's the mistress of Dunwood Row. Has been for as long as anyone else can remember. He pauses, eyeing passerby with suspicion. Quietly, he continues. She's supposed to be old. Like, older than anyone. And she never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones, kept animated by dark magics. She's still at it. Best anyone can tell. Learning things, keeping us safe. Pulling the strings behind the throne too, it said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. You do wrong in this country, before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best ask Lady Webb first. Very well. I know where this is. I didn't before, but I do now. Okay. Oh, I forgot Durrance needed. He needed leveled up. I didn't see here. Let's put some survival on him. So it was in Brackenbury, yes? Yes. There! That's the nice lady who helped me. And thank the Iron Arm for it. We'll get you sorted out at the keep. Major positive. We're so liked. The tower? It's off? Does this mean the curse in Heritage Hill is lifted? It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. Yes, indeed. Brackenbury. Okay. Whew. Uh-oh. Oh, that's that dude. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real, the recollection of emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tense, a look of concern plain across its face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
They lie.
They speak out of concern for you. Now tell me, is there something to their concerns?
The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you are about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
The people we intended to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilation. The apparition exhales slowly and its lips pressed together, a sympathetic rapport in his eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely. Something warm and soothing, and is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will. Don't mind me. Sorry. Sorry. Spider is perfectly suited to wear even bulky and restrictive suits for armor and penalty. Oh, okay. Yep. Perfect.
Welcome.
Excuse me, but I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hill? My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belonged to a dear friend of hers who was lost to the curse. For your part in reclaiming Heritage Hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you well in battle. Oh, thank you. She bows. You are quite welcome. Okay. Now I must be off. Farewell. Okay. We've got a fine pistol. It's extremely slow, very slow. Still not just as good though. I'm gonna have to read up and find out what weapons are good, because so far their starting weapons seem to be the best weapons. Oh wait, hold on, I was looking at the wrong one. Again though, I still say that. Mind you though, this one has marking, shocking lash, and DR reduction. And is a little bit more quicker. Well, definitely hands, yeah. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what Lady Webb is.
Greetings.
Nope. I'm guessing she's upstairs because there was a whole heap of locked doors. Oh, yep. Lady Webb will see you now. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchments with spindly, wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence, with extreme age. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins, ink splotches and candles burn dots, and stripe her hands like a quilt pattern after some great indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
She seems Denrid Rose spies live up to their reputation.
Since then, as I understand it, you entered a quarantine district that is absolutely off-limits to all civilians, and somehow managed to walk back out with your life. What could possibly have been on your mind to make you do such a thing?
Well, I was investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the leaden key?
Well, you see, I ran across a man in one of the ruins. It's important that I find him again. She closes her eyes and the lids flicker, and then her face goes still, and her mouth parts little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafted around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Eora has ever known.
How do you know I seek Theos?
Because you have seen his face, and that makes it a simple matter for me to see it. You even happened to catch him in his ceremonial garb, it seems. It must have been a special occasion.
What can you tell me about him?
More than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man. Awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things. But he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism. That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
How do you know so much about Theos?
The same way I come by all my knowledge. Exhaustive research, spying, bribery, perhaps some less savory measures. Whatever the knowledge demands, I pay in full. There is nothing of greater value. Unfortunately, with Theos, there is also nothing more scarce. He has covered his tracks far too well. His manipulations of the course of history are lost to time now, though I believe they were many.
And what else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal. Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary, and he does not fail.
And what do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you. Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Very well.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
Okay. Well, we now have an ally. I'm not sure what her intentions are, but she just seems to want knowledge. So, she doesn't want me to give her some sort of ancient artifact that's going to blow up the whole world. So, at the moment, she seems okay. Okay. Well, farewell.
Try your best not to die out there.
Oh, I will try.